He has to get in the gym, I think. Start of the third term, 5-9-39, Bell Post Hill, East Geelong, 5-3-33. Umpire throws the ball in the air, Scrobble gets it down to Power. Handballs it outboard to Ververs, runs to centre half forward and goes long with a kick towards Murphy. Got a couple against him. Punched away at the front by Addy. Nyko went left, went right, turned around, kicked it back towards 50. I don't know who to. Holes fine it was for Bell Post Hill, handballed it away to Moreland. He goes back inboard to Symes. They're away now. If it sits for him, the big ruckman, he can run. And bearing down on him, Edmondson, but he gets the kick away towards centre half forward. Terrell over the head of Primke, so he might be okay. Hill comes out, taps it on, comes back towards Primke. He wants to kick it around the corner towards Nolan. He's going to be up against Popovsky. Over their heads, Fursland comes across as the third man for Bell Post Hill on centre wing. Handballs it back in, ball to Holes find. He's a short little kick towards half forward. Good too, finds Tobin, takes the mark. Left half forward flank, Shane Tobin. Been well held by Brad Coy in the first half when he was on him. Called to play on now. Coy comes at him, he goes to the left boot long, towards full forward, going up in front. Primke can't take the mark at the back. Hill gets it close to the boundary line and sees it over. And the throw in for Scrobble and getting down there, Symes as well, coming down to the ruck work for the Bell Post Hill side. Thrown in, neither get an effective tap. Ball in dispute, Lewis through the middle. Got a clearing kick, torpedo punt towards Hill in front, getting back there, Brad Coy. He'll be happy to see it through, and it is for another rush behind to the Panthers. They go to 5-10-40. They lead East Geelong 5-3-33. The Grandy Cycle and Sport third quarter scoreboard.
Only a couple of minutes gone. We've just got to take a couple off that, Jason. Just made it easy for myself with the ads.
Right.
Ball kicked in the centre half back position again. Bell Post Hill have a chance to win possession and go back into the forward line. Picked up by Popovsky, fed the ball out, went to Fletcher. Fletcher on the right foot, kicks it round the corner. Holds fine, dives, can't take the mark, gets to his feet quickly, ducks, props, and then kicks the ball into the forward line. Jovanovic going to the fly. Coy going the other way, and Jovanovic didn't stop. Neither did Coy. So courage from both players. Ball in dispute in the forward pocket now. Neither ball is getting the play, or neither player is getting the ball out. Ends up with Robertson. Robertson goes to Primke. Primke over the top, goes towards Nolan, and Nolan with a chance now to pick the ball up and does so. Handballs further afield. Running player, Power on centre wing. Long kick along the line. Closter leads well, and out in front, good mark. Well taken there by, too sure how he is, but the ball kicked in and a good mark there from Cameron Addy. So Cameron Addy has the ball now in defence for the Bell Post Hill side. Being held from the ground by the trainers, but seems to be on his own bat, which is good. He now kicks out wide, goes to centre wing. Popovsky over the top. Mark is not taken. Picked up there by Nolan. Don't know what sort of handball that went towards Murphy. Holes finds on hands and knees beside him. Ball kicked off the ground by Robertson. He goes and collects it. Has time to steady and props. Running player and required. And it is, and it's in the form of Ryan Closter. So Closter now with the ball. Goes in long. Edmondson 2-on-1 in the middle. Mark not taken. Picked up by Edmondson. Fed the ball back to Ryan Coy. Kicked round the corner. Going back towards the square. Fletcher gets a touch on it. Only just, if anything. And it's hit the behind post. Through for a minor score to Ryan Coy, and East Geelong to 5 goals 4, 5 goals 10 to the Bell Post Hill side. Third quarter, the Grandy Cycle and Sports scoreboard.
Lima kicks in, finds Chris Moreland. Ryan Coy win an Academy Award for that too, I suspect, on the mark, with Chris Moreland coming through. Found that he got him in the head, kicked further afield, finds Tobin at half back. Just holding it up, Shane Tobin. Not a lot of movement though. Called to play on now. He goes down the line towards centre wing on the outer side. Might be okay. Popovsky in front. Takes the diving mark. So Popovsky on centre wing. Down the line. Primke goes up. Pushed under the footy by Gergich. Kick along the ground by Jovanovic. Well, I reckon you've sold me some bad tickets here. D1, go away. I don't want to talk to you. Thank you. Hey? What? Oh, that'd be right. The umpire's advisor won it. You'll be happy with that, Cal. Now, Moreland
another ticket next week.
Gets it away towards full forward. Kick off the ground by Fletcher. Comes back towards Ververs. Under pressure. Got the handball away to Power. Kick around the corner towards half forward. Oh, good mark. Taken. And Jovanovic has taken it. 50 out from goal. Just measures the pass back towards Gergich. Just the required distance. Still at half forward, 55 out from goal. Thought about the short little kick. Now he goes shorter, and it's okay. Oh, there's the 50. He got talked into it by the Bell Post Hill players. So a goal to Sean Lewis. He's first of the afternoon, the 6th for Bell Post Hill. They go to 6.
Going the wrong way, but Matt Jovanovic is a pretty scary man as well.
Especially at pace. So the ball back in the middle of the ground. Symes up over the top, knocks it down. Picked up there by Edmondson though for East Geelong. Goes in towards the half-forward line. Closter, Nyko. Closter waits for the ball to bounce. Now goes back and collects it. Tries to get away from McNamara. Just cages him up. Does well. Handball goes back to Ryan Coy. Coy steps and props. Goes into the full forward line. Over the top. Out as he's done before. Big fist on the ball. Picked up by Moore and can go either way. So it's an advantage. And he gets on the left side. Runs out of defence and kicks the ball along the boundary line. We'll find Sean Lewis. Player ran past him was Fursland. He fed the ball back to him. Now the numbers with Ververs. And he picks the ball up nicely. Good. Smarter Chris Morland. Goes ground still to East Geelong's way. It was with Connors, went looking for power. Addy coming across with the flight of the balls. Balls tapped back out to him by Fletcher. He steps back inside and goes to Baird. Baird fed it back to Symes. He was tackled, taken high, and the umpire agrees. Jaden Symes, recipient of the free kick. Kyle Robinson, some good work done by East Geelong. They put pressure on around the Bell Post Hill defence there. Was able to hold the ball up. So Symes now with the ball. Comes sideways and will find Lima. He has plenty of space in front of him. Can run and carry the ball now. Has it one. Didn't even have a bounce. Looked up. Saw Fursland moving in front. And a good mark, Travis Fursland. He goes on the swing, goes in long, the half-forward line. Gergic there with Primke. Gergic one hand up, doesn't take the mark. Picked up by Hill, he puts the ball down. Now Jovanovic have it. Oh, don't know whether he got ball that correctly, but it's been allowed to by the umpire. He kicks back into the forward line. Ball went into Tobin's hands, come out. Baird tapped it further afield, coming through. Oh, I think East Geelong player got cleaned up by his own teammate then. He's still lying, still on the ground.
I think.
Couple of boys jumping in and around the way through, but it doesn't matter.
So it's Ricky O'Toole, I think.
He's got the ball. He taps it back towards the boundary line, leading the race to the ball. Tobin can't keep it in the field of play, and about 20 metres around from behind. So the next 3 or 4 minutes pretty important in either side. Whoever gets next goal just going to either make it, break it away or bring it back the other way. So it's going to be Robertson who kicks the ball off the ground. Numbers there with East Geelong. Picked up by Edmondson, taken forward in the tackle. He's over it. Lewis has the ball. So, you know, that I suppose was called a handball, but he got it out to Baird. Baird had the ball, fed it forward, went to Ricky O'Toole, ended up with it from hand from Scroblack. Goes towards Primke. He can't take clean possession at ground level. Power picks it up. 1-2 with Robinson, and Power kicks the ball towards centre wing. Edmondson, great ball. Thought it was a great pickup. Left it, went back and got it picked up from Nyko. Went back to Edmondson, tips back into the middle of the ground, and Bosley takes the mark. Bosley now is a running player outside, and it's Ryan Coy. And the mark has been taken. So Ryan Coy, no urgency to get the ball moving. Hill's running from behind, just tips it out in front. Justin Tarr and Hill both have to stretch for the ball. It's in the contest, picked up there by Murphy. He's able to escape. Fed the ball back towards Coy. Kicks around the corner. Kloster's worked hard into the half-forward line. Cameron Addy, great courage. He went back to the flight of the ball, took it out of the hands of Kloster, then went back towards Justin Tarr and also Hill. Oh, it's got to be a free kick to Hill. Didn't have the ball, and it was not allowed by the umpire, so picked up by Coy. Goes back to the forward line. Murphy takes the ball, the pack kicks round the corner, and Lucas Murphy, he has his third goal of the afternoon, and now the sixth.
Right foot towards half forward. Hunter held on to, should have got a free kick. Hole's fine, tapped away from him. Pisano gets back there. So does Fletcher. Has to go on his right foot, out wide. Good kick too. Hole's fine. Followed up, took the mark at half forward, switches around, goes up. You know, in fact, it was Pisano, I think. Tobin it was. Yeah, it was Tobin.
And he got it. And there was always good vision from Shane Tobin, able to hit a man going the opposite direction. And
Holzfine comes in and gives us the Barry O'Toole pretty early. Put it through for the goal.
East Geelong's run in that last quarter, and that'll be a high priority for them. So it's all ahead of East Geelong at the moment.
Back in the middle of the ground, Scroblack up against Symes. Scroblack, either player I suppose got a hand on it at the centre contest. It needs to be picked up and cleared. Popovsky had his hands on it, was released the ball, and unfortunately the umpire has got the ball trapped underneath. A couple of players there, Sean Lewis one, Kyle Robinson the other. No, it was Anthony Pisano the last off the ground. The ball will be thrown up again, right in that true centre position. Ball thrown up, Symes and Scroblack. Scroblack takes the ball out of the ruck, kicks into the half-forward line, going back Martin. Mark's not taken by any player there. There's a free kick being given. It's going to go East Geelong's way, is it? Yes, it is, and it goes to Luke Edmondson. It's against Shane Lima. So Edmondson from right on the centre square, kicks in forward. Good lead up there by Murphy. Addy going back again. Good jump, good lead. And he has taken the mark. Chips over the top. Gee, not a lot of purpose in that kick, but put Pisano under pressure. Murphy, a bit lucky to get away with that, I thought, threw the boot out, but kicks over the top. Mark is taken there by Lima. So they just slow things down a little bit now. So Lima now goes around the boundary line. Good low flat kick coming out. Tar can't take the mark, but interfered to with by the umpire, he says. And Justin Tar, the recipient of the free kick. So he's on centre wing. He's getting the boot back on the foot. So he just slows up proceedings again. Kicks along the line. Goes looking down there. Popovsky comes up. He takes the mark. So again, just that kick and present at the moment. Bit of luck. And another kick forward. Hunter on holes fine. Good spoil. Ball goes over the boundary line. Scroblack with there with Symes again. Scroblack front position. Symes trying to work his way into the contest. Ball's tapped down. Ground level. Heads down. Tails up. Coming through. I think that was Noy. Can't take clean possession. Bell Post Hill. And also East Geelong getting numbers around the contest. The ball's knocked towards scoreboard.
Ball up. Scroblack gets it down, close to the boundary line. Tobin puts the tackle on. East Geelong with the numbers, though. Back to Scroblack, off the right foot this time towards centre wing. They can pick it up there away. Edmondson, handball, inboard to Fox. Has to be good in the tackle. Got the handball free, but it spills only to Martin. He was ripped off the football. Then Connors was ripped off the football. Push, said the umpire. It's away from behind by Addy. Ververs to run onto it, close to the boundary line. Getting in there, fighting hard for it was Robertson for East Geelong. Pack develops. The umpire will come in. Symes comes down to do the ruck work for Bell Post Hill. He'll be up against Closter. Closter uses the body through the middle. Lima, handball towards McNamara. Kick around the corner. Back towards the boundary line. Coming out. Tar, wrapped up. Kick towards centre wing, going up. Buckingham backed himself in front of Tobin, then couldn't pick it up and needed some support. It was all Bell Post Hill, though. Fletcher off a step. Back to Pisano off a step. Goes with the right foot kick out wide. Primke gets across there, reads it the better, gives it away to Hunter. Back to Primke. They're mucking around with that half back. He goes with a kick now. Measures it towards Connors on centre wing. Sits through him okay. Handball back inboard to Bolton just on the ground. Right foot kick towards half forward. Vacant too, getting back there. And taken away was McNamara, wrapped up though, loses it. Ricky O'Toole now thought about the kick, then gets it through traffic, right foot kick, sets it up for Murphy, up against Overall, does very nicely. Roving Edmondson, back to Murphy. He dropped it, tried to play for the free kick, still over the top of it, then he dropped it. Miller comes through, Ryan Coy keeps his feet, Miller's there as well, fighting hard for it. Under pressure, McNamara gets the kick away, might be okay. Sean Lewis at half-back for the Panthers, handball over the top, might be able to get away now through the middle. Richie's breaks free from half-back with a right foot kick, one out, Buckingham, Tobin. Buckingham worked to the front. Tobin did pretty well. Oh, and then a hold, said the umpire. It's going to get Teller back in board. Gives it to him now. Ryan Coy comes down to stand the mark. Closter's there as well, so they've filtered back the Eagles. He chips over the top to Sean Lewis. Just holding it up. Still in the middle of the ground. Sean Lewis has it. Goes long now towards the lead of Jovanovic. He goes up and he should be able to take the mark. And Kel's right. Takes the mark at its highest point. And Hill, no chance there, will shoot for goal from 45 metres out directly in front. He's kicked 3 goals too this afternoon.
Hopefully Matt Jovanovic can put this one away and build a bit more of a lead for Bell Post Hill heading in this last quarter.
So Matt Jovanovic, 45 out directly in front. Northern end of the ground is to make the difference, 18 points. He comes in. Missed it to the near side, through for one behind, 3 goals, 3. His personal tally, 7-11-53.
Ball back pocket, goes out wide. Just gets Ververs just in the field of play. So Ververs in the back pocket, loads up, goes long, back towards centre wing. Out there is Primke, doesn't let him down, takes a mark. Running player is Nolan, has a bounce, goes in towards centre wing now. Long kick into the half forward line. Players push each other under the ball. Connors works back to Mara. He's looking to trap him back inside. He does so. Good pace. Connors steps, went back inside the first time, second time, then kicked up along towards the goal square. Overall up there with Murphy. Ball bounces and bounces through for aim with the ball. Good kick. Goes out wide and finds Addy. Player back inside is McNamara. That's where he goes. Takes the ball on his chest. Bit of safety, but allowed the closing players from East Geelong just to get a little bit closer. McNamara now with the ball. A bit like Collingwood, they like going around the boundary line. Ball goes to that position, so we're on centre wing, but its mark's not taken, so ends up with Power. Power goes back to Coy, he's back on the ground, which is good. Primke over the top, has Hunter, looking for running players. He goes back to Coy again, and this is Brad. He looks across the ground. Target's going to be Bosley. Bosley goes across, didn't take the mark. Now he puts himself under pressure because the teammate, no support there, but there's a mark has been kicked down the ground. Primke wasn't happy with the kick. Mark has been taken there by Lima. Can go out wide, and Martin, he takes the mark. Just looking at his options further afield. Has two players there. Fantella moves back to the middle, so Fantella has the ball. Again over the top. Oh, gee, wouldn't want to be much lower because it nearly hit the hands of Edmondson. Ritchie's has it. So Ritchie's now. Goes in long. Jovanovic going to be the target. Has a sit. Ball doesn't get marked by Jovanovic at ground level. Can't take a clean pick up. I think it's with East Geelong. They're trying to work their way through. Picked up there by... Not too sure if that was... Ritchie's, was it? It was too. Fresh air shot at the ball. Nyko's got his head over it. Oh, he's going to be in trouble here, I think. No, the umpire says it's favoured Symes. Bolton arrives a little bit late. Ball in the... Bit of a aerial ping pong at the moment. Gets to Robinson at half back line. Handball outside, goes to Hunter, goes back to Robinson, went to his left, then swing back on his right side. Kick goes across the face of goal, and Drew Lachlan comes up and takes the mark. Further afield, nice looking kick, went looking for Nyko, went over the top of his head, but he now gets a favourable bounce. The running player is Fox. Didn't have an awareness about him because he was tackled there by Martin. Now it ends up with Connors. Connors traps the ball, goes back to Nyko, fed it back between his legs. Behind the contest, Tar was there. Nice little touch down there to Fursland. Couldn't take clean possession. Goes back and collects it. Fed the ball backwards. Picked up there by McNamara. He's tackled. There's no real clear passage of play here. Ball comes out this time. Went towards Tar over the boundary line. And East Geelong 6 goals 5.
Andrew throw in front. Robertson gets it down for East Geelong. Ball spills free. Handball. Moreland chopped it off beautifully. Runs through half forward. Left foot kick. Back towards full forward. Jovanovic and Hill fight for it. Jovanovic gets to the front umpire. They're both going at it. What can you do there? Andrew Hill gets the free kick. Both players had hands on each other. Gets it away to Hunter. Runs through 50. Goes towards centre wing. Bosley against Lima. He goes up. Takes the mark. Bosley. Not much to kick to though. He's got Ricky O'Toole against Addy. He'll have to go in that direction if he goes down the line. He goes there now. Has to be a good kick. Addy worked his way to the front. O'Toole fell over at the crucial stage and Addy took the mark at half back. Chipped the ball over the top. Holzfine takes the mark. Thought about back inboard to Symes. Just holds the play up though. Back into centre wing. Chips the ball to Addy. Outside. Takes the mark. Right on the boundary line. Can get it back to Miller. Back inboard. He elects to go further afield though. Go towards half forward. Tar. Got a couple against him. Robertson was one of them. Tap to the side. Handball. Spilled free. Oh, had to be quick there. Was that enough? East Geelong got the ball. Torpedo punt too, if you don't mind, from Connors towards Murphy. Falls though into the arms of Addy. Comes back towards overall at half back. Goes towards centre wing looking for holes find. Also out there fighting hard for it, Baird. And out of post still leading East Geelong 6-5-41. Boundary throw in, centre wing out of side. Symes, Bolton gets it down to the side of the pack. Big tackle. Came back towards Moreland. Over the top of it on centre wing. He gets ripped around in the tackle and drops the footy. Punces on and he gets the free kick. Holding the ball. So East Geelong play. No, they can't play on. Of course they can't. So Gloucester will have to bring the footy back. It'll be on centre wing on the outer side. Justin Bosley with it. So Bill Post will been able to filter back now. Cover off the bases. So Bosley down the line. Looking for Murphy who goes up. Can't take the mark off. Hands in front. Edmondson gets it away quickly. Gloucester off a step. Vacant half forward position coming out though. And backing himself is Popovski. Gets a Shepherd. Chips the ball towards Symes. Takes the mark at half back. Thought about Popovski. Symes thought 3 times about it and then he gave it to him. Right in front of our commentary box here on centre wing. He's taken the mark. He kicks it back towards Shane Lima. He takes the mark. Very patient. Can get it to Steve Overall if he wants. Or Fantella. He gets it to overall at centre half back.
Fantella.
Yeah, look at him. He just ran from one side of the square to the other, and then he got it. He took the mark. Geez, they're well drilled, aren't they? So Fantella just holding it up. Goes down the line. Outside towards centre wing. Bosley gets back there. Handball came back towards Bosley. He's ripped off the football. Bell Post still working hard. They've got the footy inside 50. Coming at Jovanovic. Hill in front. Little toe poke. Ball in dispute. Tobin's handball. Back towards Jovanovic. Handball further afield. Holes fine. Got it away. And then I think it was Jovanovic again, wasn't it?
Yep.
And put it through for one behind. 3 goals for.
Again, pretty was familiar sight this. The short kick out today. Very similar to the Bell Post Hill style, and it's Noy who has the ball in the half-back line. Kicks round the boundary line, went towards McNamara and also Closter, but so McNamara back with Closter now. Symes over the top, went back. Addy has been good during this quarter. Tapped the ball further afield, picked up there by Edmondson though, went back into the half-forward line. Closter, mark not taken by that player. At ground level, ball was tapped back, picked up by Power, had a runner inside. Neither was ignored there. He has his second bounce, now his third, can head towards 50. Runs to that position, long kick in towards goal. Favours Murphy, going back. Popowski did well. Oh, interfered to by the umpire, says, by Murphy, and he takes the resulting free kick as the siren sounds to end the third quarter here at St Albans Reserve. Bell Post still at three-quarter time, 7-12-54. Lead East Geelong on 6-5-41. Goal kickers...